And we're live.
Hi, everybody.
Hey, everyone. We are broadcasting live from CES 2015. My name is Tanya Salcido.
And I'm Lala Castro.
And for those that don't know, the International CES is really the world's largest gathering place for consumer geeks. So it's us times 1,000 people.
I guess you could say that it's AKA Geekylandia for all of us Latinas that are out there and love technology and non-Latinos. If you don't know what Geekylandia is, it's kind of like technology and Disneyland.
Yeah, and we're very happy about it.
yeah, we're super excited to be here. As you know, this is our second year being with Sony, and it's definitely an honor to be here at their booth and getting first peeks at their newest technology for every year. And we have tons of good product that we're excited to show you. But Tanya, we have our audience here in front of us. Let's talk about the people that are watching us at home and share our fabulous giveaway that we're having from Sony.
Yeah, so Sony has been so generous. We have a lot of giveaways that we can have. So be sure to follow us on Twitter and tweet us at Latina Geeks, hashtag Latina Geeks and hashtag Sony CES. And be sure to add us at Latina Geeks so that we can see that you're tweeting. We wouldn't want to miss anything from you. So the more you tweet, the better odds that you have of winning.
Definitely.
Cool Sony gadget.
Yes, and so do we know what we're getting?
I think that's up to the Sony gods.
So I hear it.
The rumor is.
Yes, the rumor is it's a Sony Action Cam, and we're going to have somebody from Sony that's going to share a little bit about the newest edition that they've added to 2015. And so why don't we go ahead and pass the mic to Christina Burgess. I'm sure you've seen her in Sony videos. She does a lot of the education and she shares a lot of the product information. And she's like a celebrity for Sony, right?
Absolutely, I agree.
She's a natural. She's cute and she has it going on and she's geeky. Yes, you are. She's all shy. But so here we have
Super mama.
Yes, single mom, 2 kids. She's fabulous.
And I'm really excited to learn more about the Sony Action, the newer one, because I'm familiar. Go ahead. Oh. It's an updated model, so it has 4K, and you can submerge it underwater. I'm not a very athletic type person, but it's kind of like I want to be. So with these gadgets, I think it's going to encourage me to become that water rafting and snowboarding type person that I really want to be. So maybe you can give us a little information on this, Christina.
Sure. I was actually off camera trying to figure out where the Action Cam sample is. It's really, really popular here at the show. It's really, really exciting. So we're kind of having to shovel it between the different stations and different broadcasts that are going on.
Oh, yeah.
So he'll be joining me in a minute up here. But it's super tiny and it shoots 4K video in XAVCS codec. It's a whole lot of words. But basically what it means is 4K video, so you can display it on a 4K TV. It's also going to be shooting HD, so the 1920 by 1080p and 30p and 24p. And again, a whole lot of specs there, but that just means amazing, amazing video for you to document, your snowboarding trips, your whitewater rafting, or even, attaching it to a drone. We're also finding in the Action Cam space that really because it's so small and really great audio in our products, you can use it to podcast for yourself or just kind of, document everyday life with you and your children and your family at home.
That's something that I really would like to learn about. So you say it's not just for the action type enthusiasts, but, say that I want to go home and I just want to do a quick video and upload it to YouTube. Is it really that easy?
Yeah, it is super easy. I actually do the same thing for myself. So I have a suction cup that I put to my windshield, and I point the Action Cam to me, and I do some car chronicles, just talking about whatever because I like to talk. But it makes it super easy. You record an MP4, and it's perfect for YouTube. Other features of it, having Wi-Fi and NFC built in. So basically, you can turn your phone, like iOS as well as Android, into a remote viewing device. You can control it all from your phone or from your wrist with a live view remote.
Oh, that's
And
cool. I
what
see
do
that
we
it finally
have?
arrived.
Here it is. So small, right? It's in a really cute white body. It's splash-proof outside of its housing. So that means you can get it wet. You can go snowboarding with it. There's absolutely no problem with it. You can't submerge it in water. But to that effect, we do ship it with a waterproof housing. And so the waterproof housing is going to allow you to go 16 feet below the water. Super fun. You go snorkeling with it, like I said. Take it out in the rain. No problem.
That sounds so fun for vacations.
Yeah, so this is it. Here's the little lens in the front. It's Carl Zeiss, all glass, f2.8. All that means it's super bright, so you can even shoot in low light situations or in the evenings, and you're not going to have an issue with it. Here's the other side of it, a couple buttons here, a big record button in the back, or in the front, sorry. And this is a little status screen. You're not going to be able to see the footage here, and that's why we recommend using your phone, your tablet, or even a live view remote to view your images, or your video rather, and control the camera. You can sync up to 5 of these at the same time. So if you want to get really creative, you can take 5 of these and hit record on live view remote, and all 5 trigger off at the same time, and then do like side by sides or switch cameras out, all in our Play Memories Home software, which is free.
Oh my gosh, that is so awesome. I want to try that now.
It's crazy, right? One of the cool things that I really love about it is the steady shot image stabilization. I mean, let's face it, you're snowboarding, you're whitewater rafting, you're doing something, you're not setting still, so you need your video to be stable. We are the only action cam manufacturer to offer stabilization built right into the camera, so it's going to be amazing, amazing video.
That's great. So 4K. So, I mean, how good is that for just the normal person? Everyday usage. Maybe you can shed some light, because some people might be confused with 4K and just regular.
Literally 4 times the definition of HD. So,
Okay.
it's just a lot more resolution. You're going to get more true to life images. The color is going to be better. And if you don't know somebody with a 4K TV now, I'm pretty sure you're going to know somebody by the end of the year, at least one person. Prices are coming down, a whole bunch of different screen sizes. And honestly, if you think about it, you really want to get the best memory capture device out there. If we're all switching to 4K televisions, 5 years we're all going to have them. You don't want to be displaying or just capturing in HD. You want to future-proof.
Right, yeah. Okay, awesome. Let's see. Any other hidden goodies?
Yes, I do. But before I do, this is going to be shipping in spring for $4.99. So, it is 4K, but completely attainable. So this is the 4K action cam.
Really good.
Another device that I brought, one of my favorite babies. It's a handy cam. It's a traditional camcorder, and it is 4K. But look at how small it is, right? Isn't that pretty amazing? I can hold it right here in my hand and shoot amazing 4K video in 30p and 24p. So that is basically really cinematic shots. It's built with an XMR CMOS sensor, so amazing in low light. The lens here in the front is Carl Zeiss Stereo Sonar T-Star. You see that? It's wide angle at 26.8 millimeter, and you can zoom up to 20 times. So it's really, you basically get really close-up shots with a lot of in the view, or you can zoom in to never miss the action. If I jostle this, I don't know if you can see this, but the lens is kind of floating inside, and that's because we've built it with balanced optical steady shot image stabilization. And what that means is the lens block is actually suspended within the entire camcorder. We're the only manufacturer, again, to do this, and it's really important when you're doing 4K video to have this, because there's such the great resolution on it. You're going to see all of those little shakes and jitters really pronounced. So we've counteracted that with the stabilization. For the very first time, we're offering that in a 4K model, so we're really calling it 4K for everyone.
Ooh, I love it. And I'm familiar with that camera too, and it's so light. I mean, you can just put it in your bag, in your purse, and it's just like you're on the go, you're ready to go.
Exactly. Without this kind of stabilization, you would really need some kind of a dolly or a steady shot, more money, or even a tripod. So you can run and gun with this thing, and it's amazing.
Oh, very cool.
So
and what are those going for?
This is going to be $9.99.
Oh, okay.
So it's like under $1,000, and 4K is right here for you. It's got a really cool LCD in the back for 3 inches, touchscreen, so you can access all of the features, and an EVF as well. So even in any bright light and whatnot, you'll be able to check out what you're shooting, right? And be like a
Yeah.
real filmmaker. So it's pretty cool. I love it.
Yeah, I love that too, and I especially love the touch screen.
Yeah, it's really
Yeah.
cool. We always talk about, capturing the best memories and whatnot, right? So 4K for everyone. If you have $1,000 to spend, you're capturing your best, family and intimate moments with the 4K camcorder. You don't want to miss like a decisive moment. So let's say
Yeah.
I'm at my kid's soccer game, and it's fast action, so I'm shooting with the camcorder. I'm getting 4K footage, but maybe I'm gonna miss, a photo. It's really hard to get like that exact kick or that goal, etc. So what we've done is we've been able to play back your footage on the actual device, and while you're watching your movie play, you can capture 8 megapixel still images, any part of that film. So really, you will never ever miss a shot.
Oh, I love it. It's kind of like just videotape everything, or video everything. I said videotape. I took it back to the 80s. But
I'm like that too, girl. Don't even worry about it. I am like that too. Yeah, I
but
mean,
yeah, and then you can just snap your stills, and you're good.
exactly. Yeah,
I
it's
love
always
that.
about capturing the best moments. So we're making it easy here at Sony.
Oh, that's what I love. Great. Let me see. Is there something else you'd like to talk about?
So on this model,
Okay.
if you haven't seen this, here's a multi-interface shoe, so you can connect, additional mics and lights to it. It has wireless and NFC, so it's kind of crazy. You can control this guy from, your tablet, your phone, in a remote location, and you can sync up to 5 of them. So again, we're trying to really, boost your power as a consumer, to really upgrade your videos and have fun with it.
Yeah, that's what I really love too. I really love the NFC technology too because I have that connected on my phone, and then I can instantly transfer my photos, or if I have video, I can do that. Makes me feel more geeky. I love it. Let's see. So what I guess we're going to questions. Anybody have any questions? I'm sorry. Oh, okay. So maybe we can talk a little bit about the attachments that are available.
Oh, sure. So attachments for the action cam. It is all about the ecosystem, right? So we here at Sony, we've got a monopod, which is kind of like a selfie stick, if you will, chest mount, wrist mount, backpack mount, even a dog mount, so you can actually capture a point of view from your little guy at home. It's pretty interesting stuff. It's kind of crazy.
Kind of fun. And that case, how is that? I guess important when you're underwater and all that. Like
Sure.
how does it protect it from any openings or anything like that?
So it's going to be completely sealed in the waterproof casing, which fits snugly over this guy. I don't have one with me, but you can
Okay.
take that 16 feet underwater. So if you're snorkeling, swimming, etc. For the serious diver out there, we do have a dive housing as well, which will allow you to take it up to or down to 197 feet.
Oh gosh. Okay. Awesome. Well, that's great. Thank you so much. Is there any other questions over here?
I
I think
think
we're good. I think we're gonna. Hi. Thanks. Thanks for coming on. Oh, selfie stick. God.
Um, so some
Everywhere.
people are like either in love with the selfie stick or they
I
hate the
know.
selfie
You know
stick.
what? I actually don't have a selfie stick, but I totally use one, and I can see how everybody might be annoyed by it, but
Yeah.
I don't know. I like it.
But I bet if somebody gave you one, you wouldn't be, opposed to wearing it or using it, right?
No, I'm totally gonna use it. I
So
don't know.
the next person that we're going to bring up is I think since one of the biggest talks for CES is wearables, right? Everybody wants to know more about the wearables, and Sony is not left behind in that game, and they are jumping in. Actually, they jumped in last year, but I'm going to have somebody here from the Sony fitness and also watches and fashion wear that's going to share a little bit more about those products. So come on in.
And then we're gonna have you over here. Okay.
So I'm actually really excited to hear more about the wearables that Sony has to offer, and we're gonna have Sarah jump on the line here, and she's going to talk about what Sony has for us in 2015. Sarah, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you very well. Thank you, Lala.
Perfect, perfect. So let's start with the first goodie. Now, I have a smartwatch too, and I love it. And the reason that I love the smartwatch too, compared to the other competitors, was that I have small wrists. I have a very, very small wrist. And some of the other bands that, perhaps like the Samsung or the others, they were a little harsh on my wrist. So I know that Sony has done an upgrade for 2015. Can you show us and tell us a little bit more about that?
Yes, definitely, Lala. So what we have showed here at CES is our Smartwatch 3, which is a successor to Smartwatch 2. And it's interesting what you say, because what you say is what we hear amongst many consumers, that when they buy something, it's one size fits all, and we all know that there is no such thing. So we have made different kind of bands, which you can see here. This is the metal band that we announced the day before yesterday. And this is a stainless steel band which you actually can customize. So there is a standard here which you can take out the pins, and then you can make the band smaller so it fits your wrist. So also we have silicone bands. I'm wearing one now, and I have the exact same problem as you have. I don't know if you guys see on the camera, but I have super small hands. And the reason why I can use this is because I can take out this pin, and I don't know if you can see it here, and I can actually adjust it by easily just take it out and making it bigger or making it smaller. So we really have that in mind to make our bands customizable no matter who you are as a user.
That's really nice, and I've tried it out, and it's really soft on my wrist, and it does come in different colors. Am I right?
Exactly. So what we announced last year at IFA, which was an event in Berlin, we announced 4 different colors. So it's black and white, but then we also have a little bit more sporty color, a little bit more vibrant. So it's a bit towards yellow and pink. And then today I can show you the stainless steel one, which we are having as a new addition. And also I'm happy to say that we won an award for this watch. So this has actually been nominated as the best wearable here at CES.
Very nice. So tell me, what's the difference between this one besides the look? What else does it do compared to the smartwatch 2?
So one big key step up is that it's running on Android Wear. And I don't know how much you know about Android Wear, but it's basically information, it's contextual information. It's prompting you information based on you are. So customizing, a little bit like if you install Google Now, you will get information contextually aware of who you are and what you need. That is the key step up, but we also have a bit of a hardware key differentiators which we brought in as a feedback from the customers and consumers using the previous generation, such as yourself. One thing that people were asking for is, why don't you have a GPS into the watch? Because they want to use the watch without having the phone with them when they're going out for a jog. So we do have an inbuilt GPS in this. You can leave your phone at home and you can go out for a jog, and the watch will actually pinpoint your location when you're back home again and synchronize with your phone. You will be able to see where you were on a map and your routes that you were running. So that is the key step up.
So does this one, is it more, does it have the fitness, I guess, does it track your steps? Does it do anything close to near what a fitness band would do?
So our smartwear products, no matter which one you buy, are connected to our LifeLog application. And the LifeLog application is a health and wellness app. So it registers your activities, such as sleep, walk, run, calories. So when you're using a smartwatch, you will be able to kind of register all of these activities into LifeLog. Besides that, it's also registering if you're taking pictures, if you're listening to music. So all of this will be visible in our LifeLog applications. Since it's running on Android Wear, of course you can download the preferred application that you want and use in terms of sports applications.
So you currently have it, right? You currently have that watch.
I'm currently wearing this watch, yes.
And so why don't you share with us what your favorite apps are that you currently use?
So my favorite app that I'm using on this one is actually it's a Runtastic app, except for being able to kind of doing the exercise at the gym. I can also see my progress and what I'm doing. But I do have to say that when it comes to having an overall view about what I'm doing, I prefer the LifeLog application as the ultimate app. Because the LifeLog application shows me not only the process about how I'm evolving, but it gives me a good insight and inspires me to change my behavior, my path, and the things that I'm doing.
That's fantastic. Now, did I hear right? Could you make calls through the watch or accept calls through the watch?
So what you can do here is that you can accept calls. So the screen allows you to see the caller ID, so who is calling you, and then you can either accept or reject. But if you would like to talk into the device, you actually need to use either the phone or Bluetooth headset. If you're a consumer that wants to use a device which you want to talk into, then I would recommend that you buy a smartband talk.
Oh, let's talk about that one. Now, this launched last year in 2014, correct?
That's correct. We announced this last year in 2014, and this is one of the popular products that we are showing here at CES, of course. The reason why this is so popular is the inbuilt microphone and a speaker allows the consumer to actually make and take calls with. So not only, let's see if I take it off so you really can see what I'm talking about. So you download applications, and then based on that you can actually use the watch and what you think. So I have, for instance, there you see my favorite contact, and if I would tap the button now, I would call my favorite contact, and I would be able to talk to her by using the band and not using my phone.
Wow.
So the only requirement is that you need to be within Bluetooth distance in order for this to work.
Right. That's pretty amazing. So, how can we talk about the accessories for that band? Does it come in different colors? Where is it available?
So all of our wearables at Sony, we design in such a way that you can customize it. So they all have one way of modularized thinking. So there's pins on this one, but we also have on the watch and the smartband where you can customize the band. So we have 6 different colors that comes in this. So the black and white, but then we also have red, blue, and pink and yellow. So the 6 different colors is what we've been offered today. In US, these can be bought in Sony stores and on Amazon.
And what is the retail price for something like that?
So the retail price is approximately around $199 US.
Okay. And what about the watch?
So if we're talking about the metal watch here, it will be around $299.99. And if we're talking about the more of a silicone band that we're offering in the 4 different colors, this is lying around $249 US.
Very nice, very nice. So now you also brought something along with you that is not available in the USA as of yet, but I kind of want to share where Sony is heading as far as, fashion wear.
At Sony, it's not only about technology. We love technology, but we really want to have a space where technology meets fashion. So therefore, when we establish different kind of wearables, we also reach out to design partnerships so that we can get the best kind of designs for our technologies. So one example is this band here, which is a smart band. And I don't know if you can see here, but this is made by a Swedish design team in Sweden. And they have made this for a smartband, and this is going to be sold in Sweden. We also have Ted Baker available for smartband that will be sold here in the US. So Ted Baker have made exclusive bands for Smartwatch 3 and smartband.
Very nice. I love the design. It's and I love the whole leather wraparound style. That's kind of cool. Yeah. So I'm very impressed with the products, and I'm personally really excited about the watch. Like I said, I have the smartwatch too, and definitely ready for an upgrade. So yeah, now I would like to kind of like personalize it. Now I know the other watch I was able to personalize with my own band, and I'm sure we can do the same with this one, correct?
You're absolutely correct. So we have made a holder for the Smartwatch 3, which I unfortunately don't have with me now to show you, but this holder enables the consumer to buy any 24mm band. Either it could be something that they already have, or they want to go to a watchmaker and buy one. So it's a standard watch band size, and then they can customize it by putting that band on the carrier and use Smartwatch 3. So it's very much about choice and the consumer deciding what they want based on their style and based on their preference.
Very cool. So I know that all of our, no, not all of our audience are women, so I kind of want to share something for the guys, and not just for the guys, but for girls too, because I'm a golfer, and I heard about this new gadget you have. I'm not quite sure what it's called yet. Unfortunately, we're not able to have it with us, but I kind of want to talk a little bit about that. Can you tell us about what this new gadget does for golfers?
Yes, so here at CES we talked about partnerships a lot, and what I've talked to you until now, it's been hardware partnerships, so design partnership like Ted Baker and the Swedish design team Atwi Saume. But we also have partnerships together with software companies, and one of them is Golf Shot. And the Golf Shot application is available as an Android Wear application. And once it's been downloaded on the smartwatch 3, you will actually be able to use it as a golf watch. So you will be able to see how far it is to the next yard, and you will also be seeing the kind of where the wind is going. So it's enabling you as a golfer to improve your skills and to be able to estimate how you will play. I'm not personally a golfer, so I haven't tried this out myself on a golf course. But when I try it out in a virtual golf course, it works quite well.
That's amazing. Well, thank you so much for sharing amazing products with us. I hope that our fans out there are enjoying what we shared from Sony. If you have a question for us, please do send us a tweet. Make sure that you use the hashtag Latina Geeks and hashtag Sony CES, and send it right over. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
My pleasure. My pleasure. So the next guest we have is somebody from Monster that is going to talk about a floating device, and so this is going to be for our music geeks that are out there. When we first saw this product, all I can think of is like barbecues, carne asadas. You know, if this is for those who have pools or like to have fun in the water, and I'm going to let our guest here talk a little bit about this new gadget from Monster.
Hi, Lola. Thanks for having me. And so I'm here to talk about our new product in the portable Bluetooth speaker category called Monster Superstar Backfloat. So we were looking at the category, and where everything was currently trending is everyone's looking for more or less waterproof type speakers. And we said, great, you know, there are a ton of great sounding speakers out there, and they definitely are waterproof. But then I thought to myself, well, if I go to the pool and I do like to listen to my music, and if I toss those other speakers into the pool, would I actually be able to listen to the speaker? And I thought to myself, well, I can't really listen to stuff underwater, or at least I haven't been able to do that myself to this point. So we created this speaker here, and it actually, if you were to bring it into the pool, it actually floats to the top. So that was the upside for us.
That's really cool. So it automatically floats, so it's not going to go underwater.
No, exactly. So you could submerge it down, and it would just float right back to the top.
And so how much does that thing how much does it weigh? Is it pretty heavy? I mean, I know it looks, we have a little quick interruption. Sony's having a little entertainment in the background. It gets a little loud. Can you hear me just fine?
Sure, I can. Love entertainment though, right?
Yeah, we gotta love the entertainment.
It's absolute excitement.
Yeah, so I mean, I guess we can like take this moment to dance if we wanted to. Are you a good dancer? There you go.
Get down.
I love it. I love it.
I'm not as great as Vern was with Shaquille, but hey, I'll
Oh yes. That was an amazing show that Shaquille put out for Monster yesterday. I was actually front row, and I can never get over the fact how tall he is.
Oh, he's quite the guy. He's quite the big guy. And that's part of why he's one of our ambassadors, because we really try and create compact type speakers that give big sound. And Shaquille is just that perfect juxtaposition of big meets small for us.
Yes, he's definitely the perfect guy for that. And, you know, he's quite the entrepreneur, and I know he's doing a lot of different projects with you. So it's always nice to see him coming back to CES every year.
Oh, yeah, he's a fun guy, definitely entertaining.
Yeah. So I think we're okay to keep going with the speaker. I don't think anybody has a hard time listening to us.
Sure.
So yeah.
Would you like me to run you guys through a few of the specs of the speaker?
I would love to know more specs about the speaker.
So this is actually the second speaker in the Superstar line. What we found was people were really into some of the specs we had. So this one actually has a built-in microphone, so it has speakerphone capabilities. It's got a silicone case, so it really makes it shock-proof. So if you were to drop it, you don't really have to worry. It's built to last. And the way we arrange our tweeters on here, we position it in the way that you'd have a wide stereo array for better sound imaging. So you're getting a bigger speaker, you're getting the clarity, coherency that you come to expect from a monster speaker with pure monster sound. And the upside is if you were to take it to the pool, take it to the shower, take it to the tub, it would float to the top. So pool parties will never be the same.
No kidding, no kidding. I mean, I actually got to see the demo yesterday that you showed us. And when you submerge it in the water and it pops back up, it gives you kind of like a little water show.
It's the Bellagio in your tub. That's the Bellagio show right there, anywhere you go.
That was really, really cool. I can totally see a lot of people doing that at the pool party, jacuzzi, or just enjoying it in the bathtub. The kids are going to love it.
It's a party on the go.
I love it. So do you have anything else for us that you'd like to share that Monster has available?
Definitely. So the speaker category is definitely big for us, but the big thing for us also is participating in the Internet of Everything. So it's really a big buzzword right now, and the opportunity for us to really partner in that space and really grow it out was a big thing for us. So what I'm speaking of is Monster Soundstage, which is our foray into the Wi-Fi speaker category. So Monster, in true fashion, is typically taking a step back and said, hey, you know what? The space is there, but we don't want to just be a Me Too type product. We want to be able to be an innovator in a platform for change. So we looked at the space and say, how can we change it? We partnered with Qualcomm, who is a big technology and communications type company. So with Qualcomm, they're a company that most people will have some type of device that has a Qualcomm device in it, and most people will know it, right? Like most cell phones have it, most tablets have it, most routers have it, and they're really about being able to communicate. And so by partnering with them, we've created this ecosystem of products that are going to be able to talk to each other. So now when we talk about the connected world, you'll be able to have, let's say, your washer, dryer, your televisions, your lights all interact and talk to each other, and then the soundstage speaker would be the voice ecosystem. But in true Monster fashion, again, the big important thing for us is to focus on the performance of the audio. So sound is a big thing for us, and that's where we'll be able to really set ourselves apart from what everyone else is doing, because albeit everyone is really focusing on the technology of multi-room, we wanted to focus on what's really important when it comes to speaker, and that's sound quality.
Very, very nice. So, I noticed that you have something hanging around your ear. What is that?
This is another one of our what we call part of the Bluetooth in-ear wireless speaker. So this is the iSport Super Slim in-ear speaker, and this is a new one that Monster is launching. And the nice thing about this is the form factor and the technology that's embedded in this. So it's the first time that any true in-ear Bluetooth headset has used a folded PCB board and a flat battery. So when we talk about lifestyle, people like to do a lot of active things, but the challenge is with these type of in-ear headsets is you can't really get your helmet over your head, and with something like this, you're going to be able to really take it out. If you like jump roping, running around, this is really going to stay in your ear, and you don't have to worry about the wires that go to your phone.
Very cool, very cool. So I know one of the questions that we have right now in regards going back to the speaker, do they come in different colors, and what's the price range on those?
Definitely. So if we're referring to the Superstar backfloat, it comes in two different colors. It's black with the neon blue and black with the neon green. And the price point will be at $169 MSRP.
Very nice. And they're available where?
It's shipping Q1. It's available right now on monsterproducts.com, and you should see it right in time for spring break at all your major retailers.
Very awesome. Well, thank you so much for sharing such wonderful products. I'm sure, I know that when I shared the photo of this speaker myself on Instagram, everybody, the comment that I constantly seen was, I must have this, and where could I buy it? So I hope that those people are logged on, and you've answered every question that they may have had.
Great, thanks for having me, and well, yeah, looking forward to having these water shows in all the pools across the world.
Oh, I can't wait. Instagram.
Thanks again.
So, thank you. So I know Tanya has a guest that she would like to bring on next.
Thank you.
And I'm going to go ahead and switch off over here.
You might have to adjust it's tall. There he is. Now it's better. That's working.
Hi.
Hey everyone. Okay, so I am back and we're going to talk about Leo. So this is what it looks like. You plug this in the back. And one of the features here at CES this year, they're talking a lot about technology and devices for the home. So maybe you can give us a little more information and just introduce yourself.
Sure. I'm Luke. I'm the president and CTO at Leo. We built Leo kind of, when we set out, we wanted to make something that was really a product that made a meaningful difference and was very easy for people to use. So we focused a lot on the design to make sure that it was something people could grasp easily, and on making it simple and a plug-and-play device. So it's a night light at its base. It turns on, it turns off. We have a setting that'll make it automatically turn off during the day. It can switch through 16 million colors for the light. But kind of the meaningful part of it is it also has a microphone in it that will listen for smoke and CO alarms in your house. And it can do several things with those. It can detect that they're going off. It can send you a notification. It can send you information to let you contact your local fire department. It can call up a contact list. And it can let you or your contacts listen in on the alarm to verify that it's really a smoke alarm or CO alarm, and hopefully help you be able to catch that stuff a lot earlier than you would if, say, you're on vacation, or even if you're at work. If something happens, you often don't know that it's happening until it's too late and you get home and there's nothing left. So we wanted to help stop that problem in a way that would be easy for people to adapt and not have to replace their smoke detectors or make a bunch of installation in their house and just plug something in and go.
Yeah. You know what I really like, and I noticed that it's available for iPhone only now, correct?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's only iPhone right now. We are actively in development for an Android version of the application. It should be launched fairly early this year.
Awesome. Looking forward to that. And so, just to highlight again, it monitors temperature and humidity in your room and sends a custom climate alert to your phone. So I'm actually an Android user, so I had to have my friends test it on their iPhone. But I would really, I mean, not that I want to have some kind of, something happen in my home to where it alerts my phone, but I'd really like to see that in action. What reviews have you received from people testing it out on their phones and receiving those real-time alerts?
People have really really liked it. Different people, it kind of depends on what your own personal circumstance are.
Yeah.
Some people really love the temperature and humidity alerts. We had one person call in and tell us that they have that they keep horses, and so they have a bunch of leather tack for their horses, and they put one of our devices in their barn to alert them when the temperature and humidity gets bad to protect all their goods. We have a lot of parents who love the temperature and humidity alerts to help them make sure that their baby's room is comfortable, that everything's okay. And then we've had a number of people on the fire smoke CO alarm side. We haven't had anyone call in and say that we've saved them from a fire yet, but we've had a lot of people call in and say, my batteries were out in my smoke detector and I didn't remember that, or it's an old one and it doesn't work anymore. And so a lot of people have already dramatically improved their safety without even us having to detect anything, just by virtue of wanting to detect it. It made them check what they had and make it safer.
Yeah, that's awesome. One thing that I really love too is that there was no installation or anything like that. Maybe you can walk people through. So when you get the Leo device, it comes in this handy little box, and here again is Leo device here. So maybe you can walk someone through what they do when they open up the package.
Sure, absolutely. It's actually, we set out, this is one of the biggest things that we wanted to conquer, because we're all smart home enthusiasts ourselves, so we've used a lot of other products. And one of the biggest barriers for even for us as tech people was how complicated it was to get everything set up and running the way it's supposed to. So with our device, all you have to do is take it out of the box, plug it into the wall, download our app onto the phone, set up an account. It will automatically sync and find any unactivated devices nearby, put in your Wi-Fi information, and you're done. If you want to test, there's an it automatically converts you into a test mode at the end of the setup to make sure that your smoke alarms and CO alarms actually can be heard by the device, that they're within range. Although it's got a pretty good range, those alarms are really loud. But that's it. You just download the app and plug it in and set it up, and put in your Wi-Fi information, and it's done. Everything else just works.
That's really cool. Maybe you can give a little background just on the company itself. Like, how long has Leo been around?
Sure, absolutely. So we've been around for about a year and a half now. The device was released in October. We kind of started out from, we've all been in the technology space for a while. A friend, one of the co-founders, a friend of his house actually burned down while he was away. And,
oh my gosh.
And being in the sensor business, he built robots. He knew all the sensors that they have and those things. He's like, man, we could have detected that so easily. Those sensors cost 20, 30 cents. So we could build something that's not that expensive and prevent this from happening to people. Not maybe ever again, but anyone who has our device, I mean, it's a very, very reliable detection of those smoke alarms. So we just decided we needed to do something about it.
That's awesome. And so what's the cost, and where can people buy Leo?
Sure. So the cost is $99. Right now, it's only online. You can buy it on our website at leo.com or on Amazon. It's hooked up through all of Amazon's fulfillment services, so you can get Prime shipping for free on the device for $99.
Okay. You know, something I just thought about, is there any kind of like maintenance with the device? I mean, over time or over a couple of years? Or...
There's nothing really that you have to do specifically. Depending on your house's environment, sometimes if you have a really dusty house or certain other things, it can need maybe blown off with some spray cleaner like you would with a monitor or a keyboard. But it's pretty maintenance free.
Awesome. Perfect. Well, thank you so much.
Well,
is there any last words?
No, I mean, it's a pretty straightforward device. There's a lot more to do with it. There's a lot to come, but right now it's pretty straightforward, and it really just does what it's supposed to do.
Wonderful. Thanks again so much. I really appreciate you coming on.
Thank you so much.
And we are continuing on with the Latina Geeks live broadcast from CES 2015. Just a reminder for those of you that are at home, if you want to win our contest, you need to tweet us at Latina Geeks, and then use the hashtag Latina Geeks and Sony CES, and we'll be announcing the winners after the show. And now we got some goodies. We're going to talk about Power Rocks. Maybe get all situated here. Oh, that's perfect. Sure. It's good for the tall people. Thanks so much. And now we're going to talk about Power Rocks. So maybe you can introduce everyone yourself and let us know a little bit more about Power Rocks. Because I've seen. Okay, I'll just let you go.
Sure. Thanks, Tanya. So Power Rocks is a power bank company. We develop batteries that enhance the life of the battery on your phone, tablet, or other USB charged devices. So what this really means is when your phone or other device like your tablet has run out of battery, we can power you back up with a battery that will juice your device back up. So you just plug your USB cord into the battery instead of plugging it into the wall socket, charge your device right back up. These are becoming much more popular, and I think everybody that sees it knows they need to have one.
Absolutely. And one thing that I noticed that really stands apart from the other power banks that I've seen is that it's really pretty. It's really beautiful. Genuine leather. Maybe you can talk about the elegance part of it.
Exactly. So we've got a couple different products that I can talk about. We have a line of products that we're just releasing for North America here this week, where we have the fashion line that is leather wrapped and has stainless and brushed aluminum steel around the edges, and comes in a variety of colors for the leather, and very nice, very portable, and very sophisticated looking, rather than just a little plastic battery you might carry in your purse.
Okay, really quick, so is this specific to iPhone, or is it all devices?
So any device that can be powered off of a USB device, like an iPhone, like an Android phone, an iPad, or other tablet, they can all be charged off it. So if you can plug the USB cable into the port, it will charge it for you. My son even charges his drone off it when he runs out of battery power.
Right on. I started charging just my camera. Like I get a full charge on the camera. So maybe you could talk about like how many charges can you get with one of the Power Rocks?
Sure. So that's a great point. So one of the things that we want to do this year is really educate the market, the consumers, on exactly what these batteries are all about. Because you can buy a battery in a range of sizes and a range of capacities that a 3,000 milliamp hour battery is the same size as the battery in your phone, which means that you can get one full charge out of a battery that size. However, we make batteries all the way up to a 15,000 milliamp hour capacity, which means you can charge your phone 5 times. You might be able to charge your tablet 3 or 4 times fully off of that. So that's just one thing to keep in mind. The other thing to keep in mind is the amperage that comes out of the battery, and this is where a lot of people just don't understand the technology enough to make the right decision. A little device that's meant to power your phone will not power your tablet. I think we've all tried to power our tablet off of the power charger that came with our phone. Yeah. We realized you can leave it plugged in overnight, it's not going to charge. So what really distinguishes a product is to make sure that you get one that has the amperage, the output capacity to charge the device you want, so that you don't have to return a product that doesn't do what you thought it should do.
Okay, and is it rapid charging?
We have rapid charging devices, and really what we're focused on this week, and the way we're positioning all of our new products is we're trying to really be powering your life. That's our new slogan, powering your life, whether it's your phone, your tablet, whether it's a backup power in case of power outage at home. We've even got an electric scooter that we're releasing this quarter that is powered by our batteries. So we've got a range of products that would appeal to a number of different users. And just one product that I wanted to point out that's been really popular, and I think in particular among the female audience, has been our Jump Starter product, which I have. I'll just show it here quickly. So this is a power bank battery.
Oh my gosh, that's massive.
It's huge. it's a 10,800 milliamp hour product, which means that it will charge your phone 4 times, your tablet 3 times. But to cut to the chase, what it also does is you want to leave this guy in your car because it will also jump start your car if your battery dies. So it's shipped with mini jumper cables that come with this, and if your battery's dead, you can get charged right back up.
Is it you can charge it well enough to get to your home or to your gas station or wherever you need to go?
Absolutely. So you can get two jumps out of this. So what you want to do is connect it to the battery and turn on your ignition and get it started, and then the battery should charge itself unless you've got a dead battery, in which case get over to a gas station and get a new battery.
Right on. And so how much does that weigh?
So
it looks really large, but I don't know.
You know, it's not as heavy as you might think. So one of the other features of this is that it's got a stainless steel tip to shatterproof glass. So if you're trapped in your car underwater or something, you can use that to break out the window and get out. You can also use it to fend off an attacker. But because of that, we wanted to make this a little bit more hefty than we would make a battery this size. So this weighs almost a pound, and so it's not as heavy as it looks. It's about the size of a paperback book in weight for what you see here.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Because if you were to see it in real life, yeah, it looks maybe 5 pounds or so.
Yeah, it's substantial. It's got some additional capabilities that if you're interested, you can check it out at powerrocks.com and see some of the additional features. But it's a Swiss Army knife of making your car life safe and sound.
Wonderful. I like that. Maybe we can talk a little bit more about the look. So
Sure.
I know we kind of touched on that elegance, but I'm looking over this a lot, and there's power vintage. There's lots of bright, beautiful colors.
Yes.
There's actually something that looks like a flask.
Yes.
Which caught my attention.
So that's the Power Vintage, and that's another leather wrap product that we have. And in fact, our designer who designed that kind of patterned that after an old Leica camera. So it does look like a flask. It also looks like a vintage camera. And so it's leather wrapped. And if you take a look at they're becoming more of a fashion statement, right?
Yeah.
So now we're doing leather wrap. We're looking at other materials to be able to do the wrapping in. More fashion type of colors that are going to appeal to a broader audience.
Wonderful. And what's the price range between each product?
So we start out at the low end with a product that's $19.99. That's the little magic stick that looks like a little lipstick case. That'll charge your phone. And you can use that battery to recharge over 500 times. So the battery is reusable. We range in price up to about $79.99 for our power bank products. And so for a sophisticated product that'll charge your tablet multiple times, 9,000 or 12,000 milliamp hours, $79 is where we're at. And that's a very aggressive price point for a product like that. For the jump starter, we're looking at $129 as our MSRP on that one.
Oh, that's a great price. I think that's well worth it to be safe and not stuck anywhere. And so where can people buy this?
So we are available through a range of retailers. I would encourage your audience to check out powerrocksusa.com. That's our website for the U.S. Check that out, and we've got the retailers listed there where you can buy it.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for joining us today. I really appreciate it. Is there any last words that you want to leave us with?
No, you know what? Our tagline over the summer or over the holiday was every stocking needs to have a Power Rocks product go in it, so that with that iPhone, that iDevice that you're getting over the holidays, you need a battery to back that up.
Absolutely. Well, thanks so much. Thanks again.
Thank you.
And everybody, remember that's powerrocks.com.
Thanks, Tanya.
Okay. Thank you. Yeah. And now we're going to switch over.
So I hope you guys are enjoying our live broadcasts. You know, every year we try. It's so crazy here, so sometimes it's really hard to get certain brands on stage because a lot of them are locked down. So in order for us to bring you the most accessible, so it would will be obviously the mobile products. But since our audience is mostly women, and no offense, guys, but I kind of I've been coming to CES for the past 14 years, and it's evolved so much. It's changed a lot. And Marla, I'm going to have Marla here jump on the broadcast with us because Marla's been attending CES for some time now. So what is this? Your fourth, your 10th? Where do you stand?
It's my sixth. It's probably the best way to start the new year because I love all the technology. And what I found is it is becoming a conference of women, partly because women are now working in technology more, so you can see them behind the different booths and products, not just in the standard PR roles, but in technology, product development, even CEOs. So I love seeing that. This year, what was really interesting too is the fact that I always say that this is the easiest place you can get into the ladies' room. You don't have a line, but you were telling me that you had a line earlier.
That's not the case. Yeah, before you would just walk right in, and today there was a long line. So that to me shows that there's progress. There's progress. More and more women are jumping into the tech space. They're getting less intimidating, but CES has, or these brands have some role in it because now there's more technology for women out there, right?
Right. And that's the whole thing now. You know, in some of the things that I work with, and I work with some companies helping them with marketing, I try to say to them, don't be afraid of technology, because if you can use your cell phone, that's technology. And what I've seen more and more at CES is everything that's getting controlled from your phablet, your tablet, and your cell phone. And so what happens is women are embracing technology because it's more accessible, it's easy, it's the thermostat, it's the lighting in the house, it's the smart kitchen, it's the watching children from afar, watching dogs, and it's evolving into, you know, fashion, fitness, and function. And I think that women really understand that with our crazy lives, whether you have kids or not, that technology will make it simpler. And technology is your best friend. Technology makes you more energy efficient. Technology in your clothing, in your like fitness. There's so many more wearables right now. Sony's coming out with their watch. They use the camera. They use the app. So it's very, very exciting to see the evolution of, you know, the bigger companies not really meaning to cater to women, but because their products are in that category of fitness and function and fashion, they end up involving more women organically as well. So it's very exciting. It's very crowded. It's wonderful to see our friends from Sony and of course Latina Geeks. I love speaking with you, and you know, I hope to see everybody next year again. And thanks for having me.
Of course. Now, one question.
Yeah.
Out of all the stuff that you've seen so far on the floor, what's been your favorite?
I got here a little late, so in all honesty, I'm still searching. I mean,
Okay.
4K was very big last year, and everybody's going, well, how do we use it? And we have the curved TVs and things like that. But now what we're finding are a lot more cameras that are 4K to actually shoot and be able to broadcast. But like I said, I like the things that are smaller, more compact, easier to use, and things that you know, and certainly the fitness items. So I'm going to have to get back to you on exactly which one.
Well, definitely tweet out and let us know what you you think that us women must have or must check out for 2015.
Thanks so much.
Thank you, Marla, for joining us. Have fun.
Thank you. You too, Dave.
So this has been really awesome. It's only been day 2 here at CES. There's still 2 more days left. Tanya and I are actually heading out tomorrow.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but you know, it's been a full 2 days so far, and it's, you know, I don't know, but I feel like every year it's getting better and better, perhaps because they're creating products that are more attractive to women as well. So, you know, the more women friendly they make it, the more we're going to want to geek out about it.
Exactly. I think I'm actually noticing that a lot more, especially with the wearables. I know when they came out, the bands were I found them to be masculine. They're very like hard plastic almost. And now they're like a silicone. They're pretty colors, and I think just with everything in technology is that everything's evolving. So each year it's really exciting to see how everything's evolving. And you know, 4K came out. I know we were seeing it last year a lot, but this year it's been better. Like if you haven't seen the Sony 4K TV, it's so incredibly thin. It's even like
I
half
think
an inch.
it's like thinner than my old iPhone. I have the 4S. Okay, that's funny. I have an old iPhone and it's a 4S, and no, it's a 5S.
Considered old, yeah.
No, now it's bulky. Everybody laughs at my phone now. But so I guess this, you know, pretty much ends our live broadcast. We'll be announcing our winner on Twitter, right, Tanya?
Yeah, absolutely. So tune in. We're going to share our winner online on Twitter and on Facebook. So we hope you've been tweeting along, and we're going to send you that magical tweet.
Yes, thank you.
Winner.
Yes, the winner. Well, thank you so much, everybody, for joining us. Happy New Year to everybody. We're really excited. Latina Geeks is really excited to launch an amazing 2015. We're hoping to kick off our Google Hangouts again. I know that we've been kind of slacking off a little on that, but that's probably should be our New Year's resolution, don't you think, Tanya?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
We're gonna get working on that and then share the lineup with you.
Yes. Perfect. Well, I hope everybody had a great time. Greetings from CES Las Vegas.
Yeah.
And please send us your feedback, send us some tweets, and tell us what you think. Well, like we said, we're going to be here for one more day. So if there's something that you think we should look for, let us know.
See you guys. Bye.
Bye.